Well, hello everyone. This is Richard Kadish, owner and broker in charge of Go Gated Realty, Hilton Head Island and Bluffton, South Carolina. And today is October 26, 2016, and we're in Bluffton in Rose Hill, the gated golf course and equestrian community on the west side of Bluffton. And we're here today to walk through this beautiful brand new house in the Club Gate section of Rose Hill, 276 Club Gate. It's by Village Park Homes, listed with Village Park Properties. The home has 2,694 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. It has a lot of high-end finishes inside, a 2-car garage, a big screened back porch. It has a 2nd floor loft, and it has the master bedroom on the 1st floor and 2 large bedrooms on the 2nd floor. We're going to walk through it and see what you think. I'm showing it to you as a buyer's agent with 41 years of Hilton Head Island and Bluffton real estate experience. I don't represent or work for Rose Hill. I don't represent or work for Village Park Homes. And Village Park Homes is has built the homes in this little Club Gate section in this part of Club Gate. Originally they opened up with about 30 lots. I think they have about 8 lots left. They have various models. You see a few vacant lots here that are so heavily treed, and that's where they can still build a new home for you. But the reason we're here to take a look at this model, which is, by the way, called the Kalawasi model, is because it really is an outstanding value, and I'll point out why as we go through. Well, again, my name is Richard Kadish. It's K-A-D-E-S-C-H, and I'm the owner and broker in charge of Go Gated Realty. Like gated communities, and Rose Hill is a gated community, of course. Well, I'm the gated community specialist, ladies and gentlemen, and both Go Gated Realty and Gated Community Specialist are federally registered trademarks. Well, Rose Hill is a gated community. The annual HOA in 2016 is $2,000. They do have a community golf club and golf course, which is owned by the community. It's actually managed by another company for them. Golf privileges are not included in your $2,000 a year. However, they do have community swimming pools. They have tennis courts, hard true tennis courts, and they have 2 sections. The section that Club Gate is in is called the golf side of Rose Hill. The other side, the estate side or the equestrian side, has larger lots, more expensive and larger homes in general. And horse farm over there, paddocks and whatnot allowed on individual home sites. And they do have a community boat launch down into the Colleton River. So let's just take a look here at this house, 276 Club Gate. It has a Hardiplank exterior. We have vinyl clad windows, interior flat mullions, large 2-car garage. If you're not familiar with Hardiplank, by the way, it is the concrete fiberboard product, which is the state-of-the-art today for residential building, largely replacing wood siding. It's got a very clean look and people love it. We have a good-sized concrete driveway out here with a parking pad, and the walkway leads up to the front door, which is recessed and out of the weather. This particular elevation has a covered front porch, which also acts as a good passive solar feature. The whole house is on slab, which means concrete deck, and of course, being a great insulator and being also a new home, the house is very energy efficient. Well, for those of you that love wood floors, we've got them here in this house, right from the foyer entrance through the formal dining room here to the right, which, by the way, can also be used as an office. We can go into that a bit later on because many of my buyers don't want a formal dining room. They prefer to have the informality, the informal dining area, which this house also has, but we have a beautiful recessed ceiling here, lovely light fixture, a pair of windows looking out to the front, and then this circular floor plan takes us into the kitchen on the back side here and into the living room. Let's just head back out through the main foyer entrance though. Along the foyer entrance we have a lovely art niche. And we have crown molding. Perhaps you can imagine hanging a piece of your favorite art in that niche. For you art lovers out there, you would personalize the home with your pictures and photos and the type of statuettes and so forth, and of course your own furniture that would make this house your own. The kitchen is your new generation, one level kitchen island with the granite top. We have an open kitchen to our living and dining area. Many of my buyers like white cabinets. We have them in this house. White cabinets. We have the granite top with a lovely pattern. And we have the subway tile backsplash, brushed metal pulls that go very nicely with the granite. And we have GE appliances, in this case the black appliances. And our wood floor just flows right on through the kitchen. The refrigerator is not included. Our double stainless sink is over here with the 2 windows over the sink. And of course, immediately next to that is your dishwasher. All of this looking out onto this very large, open family room area. You see, you can place a dining room table underneath this fixture here in the foreground. And with that, you don't necessarily need to have that formal dining room that we just saw. That could become an office or library, TV room, whatever you like. But you can also have both. This would be your informal dining, and then you also have then with the living room, beautiful built-ins here, the fireplace, which is a real wood-burning fireplace, built-ins left and right, and the model, which we're in by the way, called the Kalawasi, has this beautiful high ceiling, which really gives you a feeling that you're in a house which is even larger than it is. Again, the size being 2694, not a small house, but when you get a high volume ceiling like this, it really does give you a totally different feeling. We have a sliding glass door out to a big screen porch. And beyond that, a lot of woods giving you privacy. We'll walk out there when we finish seeing the rest of the house, but the big screen porch is a big plus. Big plus. In this climate, having a screen porch is really the way to be, so that you can go outside in those very moderate spring and fall days or whenever you like, enjoy the outdoors and say, forget the mosquitoes or whatever else might be interested in you while you're not interested in them. So here we are. Here's our big great room, looking back towards that dining room on the left and the foyer entrance to the right. Our entrance to the garage is right off to the right there. We'll go there in a minute. First, we want to go over here to the master bedroom. We have a privacy jog off of the living room. To this side, we have a half bath, and it's a half because there's no tub or shower in there. It's just intended for convenience on your first floor, as first floor bathroom. And then around the corner here is the master bedroom. And it has, again, the wood floor in this house extends all the way through this bedroom, which is certainly not typical. And for many of you pet lovers, I think you'd like that because the wood floors, of course, are so easy to clean up and great with pet lovers. Tray ceiling. You can see it's wired for, but does not yet have your 52-inch fan, which I would definitely recommend that you get and enjoy to increase your comfort. And this room looks back out to your woods, your private wooded area back there. Giving privacy is what I mean to say. It's not your private woods, but it does give you privacy. And this is a big bedroom, plenty of room for your king-size furniture. You're looking at the double doors through to your private bathroom, and it's a beauty. It's a beauty. We have a double vanity here, double basins on this large vanity top, the dark cabinets, cultured marble top with integral basins for him and for her. If you're not familiar with cultured marble, it's a man-made resin product with marble dust all mixed together and molded to the shape desired. Very popular. It's in the best homes in the area. including this one. The garden tub. We have a garden tub and a shower. This one is fiberglass. It has a tile surround, and that tile is the same that we see here on the floor. It's a soft beige color. It's what people like. Of course, we have white woodwork throughout this house. Those are the popular colors today, the sandy beige soft colors and the white woodwork. We have a tile shower in addition to the garden tub with the step and the recess and a tile accent coming around the wall, looking good. Our water closet is here. Very common to see a Hilton Head house with the commode in its own little closet. And then back here is our clothes closet for him and for her. The wood floor resumes. And we have your basic wire shelving, which of course can be added to for additional storage. This house would seem to be perfect for a single person, a young couple, perhaps with 1 or 2 children, a retirement couple with a room upstairs for any use that you might be able to need or imagine. All in all, a beautiful bathroom, excellent finishes. Village Park Homes has done a great job here, ladies and gentlemen. The price again, $374,900. $374,900. An excellent value in today's marketplace for a brand new home in Rose Hill. Well, let's go upstairs. I tell you what, let's see the garage before we go upstairs. We'll see the garage. Here's the laundry. Here's the laundry room. The washer and dryer are not included. There's where your hookups are. This also has a tile floor. Quick look into the garage shows that we have a 2-car garage with an automatic door opener and the side door taking us out to that side of the house. Over here we have our hurricane shutters. And of course we just had the Hurricane Matthew that touched on Hilton Head Island, took down a lot of trees, created a lot of news. You know, this Hurricane Matthew, I drove throughout Hilton Head Island in the days after the storm. I drove throughout Bluffton. There wasn't a single window blown out by that storm. There wasn't a single window that I could see anywhere that was even broken by the storm or flying debris. And there was no roof damage to any house that I could see anywhere, including to the very tip of sea pines, based on wind alone. Any damage to any roof was based on a tree that either fell against the house or on the house. And there was some of that, of course, because we have so many trees. And at the same time, I stand behind what I've always said in my videos, that this is the best place to avoid a hurricane, especially in Bluffton. In Bluffton, where I live, I actually stayed for the storm because we were forecast here to get just 50 to 80 mile an hour gusts. And again, that was enough to take down trees in a lot of areas. But in my neighborhood, we had no flooding, no damage. And we did lose power for 48 hours. Most of the rest of Bluffton had power on within 24 hours. So I stand behind what I've always said. We haven't evacuated for 11 years before this, and the last hurricane to actually hit Hilton Head Island, and it really didn't hit it very much, was back in 1979, Hurricane David. Mostly eroded beach and began the need for the beach renourishment programs that have continued to this day. Well, this is the big second floor loft that I was telling you about. Big common area up here. This would be ideal as a home gym, exercise center, game room, home office. We have a second bathroom up here, the house having 2.5 bathrooms. Same quality that we saw in the master bedroom, but just with the one basin. And we have a fiberglass tub and shower up here. Beautiful tile floors. And one of the things I like about the Kalawasi model is you have large bedrooms. This is your second bedroom. And look how big it is. I haven't pasted off, but it's clearly much bigger than your typical bedroom, as large as the master bedroom in many homes. Really a big bedroom. And the next one we're going to see is the same size. Again, this room has the beautiful private wooded view. This is ideal for your home office up here, or if you have children, even teenagers, plenty of room for them up here with a guest room. Good sized closets. This particular one, let's call it the third bedroom, has two closets. Two closets. Big room, big room. I'd say we're talking in the 12 to 14 foot range for a room. Good size, plus the big loft. Makes the Kalawasi a winner for many people. A very popular model for Village Park. They do build it out in several of their communities, and no more in Rose Hill, because being a community with architectural review not controlled by the builder, they only allow this model to be built so many times. Well, here's your walk-in attic. It's the attic space over the garage, and you've probably heard me say before that in the world of homes, a walk-in attic is so much more convenient and desirable than a pull-down stairway, than a hatch where you have to pull out a ladder, and as we get older, we have less interest in climbing ladders and pull down stairways and things like that. In this home, just take a look. You just go from this loft right on through that door, and there is your walk-in attic. It is not heated and cooled, but it is there for your non-heated and cooled storage. You also have a drop-down stairway in the ceiling to get up to your upper attic, which of course is required because you have to access your roof and mechanicals as needed. Well, this is the Kalawasi, ladies and gentlemen. A large home, brand new, just waiting for you. Let's just see this back porch, and then I'll give you my contact information so that you can reach me. Beautiful porch, beautifully done. It has the aluminum framework to it, and the mesh that'll keep your no-see-ums out. No-see-ums are the little gnats that come out at dusk with jaws. Your good screening will keep those out as well. Very clean look here. And over to this side, because we're in Rose Hill, we have a privacy fence that's required. The way it works with a patio home. Now, this is called, I'm not sure if this is referred to in Rose Hill parlance as a patio home or not, but patio homes do have these 10-foot long privacy fences that are required, and that then gives you that much privacy. As you go down the street, each side, one side as you go down the street will have no windows, and then the other side can have windows. So on this house, the left as we face it has windows, but when you look over to your neighbor, there are no windows, and then they have their privacy fence as well. In Sea Pines, these homes are typically 10 feet apart, and I understand that that was originally so a fire truck could drive back there if it needed to. I've never really seen that happen or a need for that to happen, but clearly this is a lot more than 10 feet. You have about 10 feet out to from each house to the property line, so you have kind of a patio format here, but you have much greater space between the houses. I first saw patio homes, by the way, out in California, where I believe that's where they originated, when I was in Rancho Mirage, California, when I went out to play tennis out there. And I saw the patio California style, where they have the great climate for that. Well, you can still use the patio concept here, and it is used in many of the best communities. Other communities have homes of this distance apart from one another, but they refer to them as full-size homes, and they don't have the privacy fences. Boy, when I was out in California, this goes back into the early 1970s. I'm from Winchester, Massachusetts, by the way, and I used to play a lot of tennis, and my friend Benji Luther was out at Hanscom Field in Bedford, Massachusetts. He was the director of recreation out there, so I used to go out and play tennis with him pretty regularly. Well, his dad was the tennis coach out in San Bernardino, California, at Cal State in San Bernardino. And he said, well, when you go out there, and Dennis Ralston, who was the U.S. #1, former Davis Cup captain for the U.S. and so forth, he was had gone to Cal State. And he said, well, when you go out there, look up Dennis Ralston and tell him that I said hi. Tell him Benji Luther sent you. So I roll into Rancho Mirage, California, and I was out there to learn how to play hard court tennis better. And so next thing you know, I'm out there playing doubles with Dennis Ralston and Dan Rowan of Rowan and Martin Laugh In fame, the comedian from Laugh In, and Gene Mauch, the former coach for the Montreal Expos. And we're out there playing doubles because when you hang around a guy like Dennis Ralston, he attracts celebrities, and I just got lucky, so I'm out there playing doubles and with them. And my partner Dan Rowan and I, well, we took the first set against Gene Mauch and Dennis Ralston, and the Dennis, who was being very polite about the whole thing, put his foot down and took over, and of course they came back and won the second set, and then we broke for lunch. So seeing the privacy fence and the patio lot format reminded me of Rancho Mirage, which reminded me of Benji Luther, my old friend from Bedford, Massachusetts. If you're out there, Benji, how you doing? I'm gonna get in touch with you soon. And I learned a lot from Dennis Ralston, by the way. Great coach, as you might imagine, #1 in the US. And he taught me a lot about hardcourt tennis. And you know, we can all use good advice, ladies and gentlemen. We can all use a helper, even though we might think we have a good game or we know what we're doing. In the case of having a buyer's agent on your side, you know, it just doesn't cost you anything more because I'm only paid at closing by the commission, which is already in the price of this house, any new builds, and it's only paid at closing if you buy and when you close. So I've been in business now for 41 years locally here, and I certainly am making this video both to show off this home as a very good value and excellent deal that's available to you right now, but also just to offer my services to you. I hope to hear from you. Here is my contact information. My cell phone number, area code 843-684-2933. It's area code 843-684-2933. My email address, rich@gogated.com. That's RICH@GOGATED.com. And my website is gogated.com. Well, you can search gogated.com at any time for all of the homes in the area that might be of interest to you, but please give me a call, send me an email, let's get acquainted. I'll send you a list if it's appropriate for all of the homes in the communities that make sense for you, for your budget, for your lifestyle, for your timetable. I'm here to help however I can. You know, no matter how much my buyers are empowered by all the information out there on the internet, it just doesn't matter. You can always use the advice of someone who has advice you can trust to help you with information, help you with decisions, help you with comparisons. We compare communities, we compare builders, we compare new homes to used homes. I am a former licensed South Carolina home builder, ladies and gentlemen, and I love new homes. I love helping my buyers evaluate them, compare them, and it's always great to see a well-built new home like this one, the Kalawasi model by Clubgate. By Village Park Homes here in Clubgate. Well, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, well, there's more at the Go Gated channel on YouTube. Please subscribe. And I certainly hope to hear from you soon on the phone or by email, and working with you as your buyer's agent here in Bluffton, South Carolina, or on Hilton Head Island. Thank you again for watching.